My name is Mikhail. My name is Mikhail. I really love me some Zero. I'm not a stinky dragon, nor am I a dirty dragon. Hop on my back and let's go for a ride. Yay! It's time for verse 2! My name is Mikhail. I also love beets and rotten meat. Praise, tell me I'm the bestest. Hop on my back and let's fly through the sky. Yay!
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, finally. Finally, I am fucking dead. I have no more social energy in my body, but we're still here. It's gonna be very low energy, whatever vibes, chill vibes. It was surprisingly fun. It was surprisingly fun. But I am feeling today the effects of having, I think this is the busiest week outside of moving house that I've had this entire year. Because not even for TwitchCon, I had to be in so many places in 1 week time with so many different people. Well, close enough, but this was definitely busier. It was a bit crazy. And I'm really feeling that now. But it was really surprisingly fun. So much gossip. But I have my window open, so I'm not gonna spill tea right now. And it's too warm. Well, it's not warm, but this room gets warm if I don't leave the window open with the sun shining on my window. So right now I'll leave the window open. But it was really surprisingly fun. I even managed to survive the family outing, even though that was challenging. Sometimes my family says shit where I'm like, I'm not even gonna argue because there's no point. There's literally no point to call them out because I've called them out in the past. The only thing I called them out on was their Temu shopping, because they were all like, oh, Temu, oh, Temu, oh, Temu, oh, Temu. I like, get everything from Temu because it's fucking amazing and fantastic. And yeah, people are telling me that it's like bad for the environment and bad for your health and bad for your this and bad for your that. And I think it's just all bullshit. And I was like, I think shopping on Temu is bullshit. And then they looked at me and I was like, I don't think you really properly looked into it, but you do you, I guess. And then they were like, but if we don't shop on Temu, then they don't have a job. And I'm like, I'm backing the fuck out of this. Jesus Christ, boomers. Jesus Christ, boomers. So yeah, it was very interesting. We're just gonna slowly start up. I'm just gonna explore a little bit. How are you all doing today? Please, you talk more today. You talk more. I want to listen. I don't want to talk so much. I need more tea in my body before I get to that point. Yes. It doesn't help that I had to kind of do a little much this morning, and then I also slept enough, and did I sleep enough? I think I slept enough. I don't know. I woke up kind of well rested, went to the kitchen, saw the same spider I encountered the other night at 4 a.m. and I was like, okay, I guess you're still in my house. And then I went, nope, I'm not dealing with that now. And then I turned around and went back to bed for another half an hour. And yeah, I don't know. I felt this morning like I'm running after the facts a little bit because I've just been so busy and I've not been able to do everything. And then I also kind of just sit on the couch and exist a little bit. You didn't get enough yesterday? No, you need to talk to me. Yesterday, everyone made me talk. Now you all need to talk to me. I don't want to talk anymore. It was really good that I drank alcohol at my dad's place because that, you know, removed any social anxiety and like my social filter a little bit, so it was a little easier socializing. You know, that's something I've learned. Just go to social events tipsy, then it'll roll. I'm a lot more social if there's a little alcohol in me. Oh, you got all the tea at the barbecue? I did get a lot of tea at the barbecue. Different kind of tea though. A little actual hibiscus tea that gets me some energy. Like, it's me some energy. Yeah. The one was there too. He was there too. And I used my very charming skills to kind of like buddy up a bit, because then I was like, maybe that'll make future conversations easier. I need to find the next boss. And so far, I hate it here. That's a dragon. Luckily, that's a stone dragon. I know that there's stuff down there. I know that there's stuff down there. I know that there's stuff down there. I have hiccups. There's no... marker though, which is interesting. I need to get into this direction. I think I'm just gonna try to walk towards the big tree. Wait, where is it? There. Oh god. Okay, I guess we'll go that way then. I hear someone fluting. Ugh. Nope. Don't want to deal with that. Don't want to deal with all that. I don't like it here. At all. Ah! Wow. That's a good start. I admit that part of me kind of wanted to play Death Stranding today. Part of me really wants to play Ghost of Yotei. I am genuinely in the mood to play Ghost of Yotei. That's the game I want to play. I have to wait. I haven't felt that excited for a game in a while. I was like, I hear something come down, but I don't know where from. Leave me alone. Oh, wait, I can go in here? I'll go in here. What is this? Oh, dogs. I think dogs I can deal with. Maybe not. Damn it! Why does everything... Well, to be fair... everything wants to murder me here. I don't know if I like it here anymore. You actually slept the whole night. I'm happy to hear that. You must feel a lot better now. You must feel a lot better now. At least I didn't wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., so that's yay. I think I slept okay. I think my sleep is quite alright. I wonder who that is that I hear on a whistle. think there's hidden walls everywhere now. Nope. Nope. Get out. Get in. Get in. Get in. Where is this leading to? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh no, this is this place again. No! Ooh. I remember this. This is not what I want. Ooh, because there. I swear hibiscus tea is really my go-to tea to feel a little bit more energized when I am kind of suffering. I didn't get drunk. But I did drink quite a bit. And I did have to drink water and a painkiller before I went to bed. But I feel like most of what I feel is not like a hangover or anything. It's just literally social battery completely depleted. There's a lot of single women in my apartment complex. Single 50+ women, I must say, with one 40-year-old. Oh, you know the tea that I can share about? So I think I've mentioned a couple of times that there is someone downstairs that always blasts Jesus propaganda. And every time I walk past it, I just wonder to myself how it is possible that nobody's complained about it. And then the other day, me and Elibu, when Elibu was here, we were going out to throw out trash. And we walked and we were like, it's very quiet. Like all the windows and everything were open, but we were not hearing any Jesus preachings. So I learned yesterday that they have indeed complained because all the 3 neighbors right above that house have had issues, and they call him the mystery man. I don't know why. Apparently nobody's seen the guy that actually lives there, only heard the guy that actually lives there, but they've actually complained. So he's gotten an official complaint about that, so he had to put it down. So I did think that that was funny. Kind of wonder for how long that's gonna happen, though. Hi, Nike. Hello, lovely. How are you doing? Thanks so much for the lurksies. Oh, what's this? Not been here before yet. These guys I can handle. The knights are a little tedious. Ooh. Don't jump me like that, please. Oh boy. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! Shit, how did I get here? Because that's higher up. That's higher up the spare. Higher up despair. Despair it is. I mean despair, obviously. But it sounded funny. In my ears. Whee! Wrong way! Bruh. What? Huh? Eh? What? Nani? Why? I don't know what just happened there, but okay. Elden Ring just said, nope. You know what? Nope. You don't want to play me? Fuck off then. What the hell? What the hell? Are you good, Elden Ring? What the frick? Okay then. Sure. A sure thing. At the end of the previous session, Quick Gamer Return to Desktop might have been not have been selected from the system menu. I know. It just decided to go and fucked off for whatever reason. Kinda strange. Really makes me want to not play PC games anymore. I just want to stick to console games. Oh, this is where the dogs are. Yeah. Not what I was looking for. Ugh. Help. Okay, I'm gonna die again. No. I want to get through, please. Never mind. I mean, that works. I do would be nice if you guys talked a little more. I do feel a little sad. And all my social batteries are a little empty, but you're all so quiet. Don't match my energy. Don't match my freak. nowhere to go. Ooh. Hello. I now see that I could go on the roof. Or I could just jump. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. I have found a new place. Now, where is this all gonna lead me to? That's not the kind of chat I want. Fuck off. Thanks. That was not what I was asking for. It's always nice to know that, you know, bots have your back at all times. Bruh, what the fuck? I'm starting to not like it here very much. Oh, I don't have tea anymore. Okay, so I kicked a ladder down somewhere. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to get back there. Hello, Boo Boo. Good morning. Congrats on your daily dose of dork 87 times. I think you're on the same level now as...
Hey.
Huh?
There better not be a third verse.
What?
Sing again and I'll kill you.
Fine.
71%, let's go! Oh god. Fucking hell! How much am I a dork today? Let me have a look. That makes sense. Whee. Whee. Oh, all right, here. This is where we went. Come on. Descend. We're not gonna jump that far down because I don't know, that might or might not kill me. I don't want to go down there because there was that thing and it was not fun because it had set out to murder me. I could go that way. There was another ladder there. Oh, wait, he's there. So if I just somehow go here. And here. I don't see anything strange here. Oh. Yeah, these guys are tough motherfuckers. I don't know. Something about this path strikes me as this is the way to go. This is the way. And then just do not get Unga Boonga smashed by the other dude. Ah! Fucking hell. I hate these things. Fuck off. Nasty bitches. Oh. Hello. At least for once, I'm killing stuff and I'm not getting killed. Is this where the big one is? Oh, there's two small ones. Come here. Come here. I see you. Oh, this is the other side. Phew. Oh, there's that one. Not sure if that leads to anything. Ugh, my neck muscle still annoys me. See another hand. Another one there with a rat. I also ate so much food last night. I was so full. It was not very good though. Good delicious num-nums. Some very delicious veggie balls. I really need to figure out what those were because they were good. Okay, I don't think this is gonna lead me anywhere. We'll go in here, but I'll probably run through because I don't want to get killed by that fucker. Nope. 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 Oh boy, what is that? What is? Oh, it's this thing. I remember now. Nope. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with that. Bro, no! Fuck off. Pretty sure that this is the elevator we took down from the upper bits of Leyndell. Where could we potentially have to go? There's that thing over there. There's a very big dragon. Oh, there's something on the roofs there. Can I jump that far? Nope. How am I gonna get back on the roof there? It's an item I want. Oh, maybe. No. Help! No, okay. Nope. Die. Leave me alone. I just want to know how to potentially... No, okay. Climb up there. There has to be a way. Is this a new one? Have I been here before? No! I found a new one! Okay. Progress. Oh god, what is... Ooh. Fashion? Oh, what was that? Fashion. That's a pretty dress. This is so totally not helpful in the slightest. But at least I look fucking amazing. I look a little bloodied and beaten, by the way. Amazing. What's the other thing we got? Oh, this is obviously better. can barely move. I can't even sprint. Oh, that's a pretty cool rope too. I didn't know I had that. I do admit that half my outfit is just me going for looks. I should probably change my these because now I have the horseback one, but we don't really need that. Fire, lightning. Focus, vitality. Stamina recovery. I do have a faith weapon, so maybe that's not a bad idea. Ta. Okay, we're here now. What's next? Where is here now? Here is here now. Oh, it was inside this little hut. Okay. That's where the tree is. That's the direction I think we must go. But there's a big bonk guy there that will kill me. Wait, that's where we came down from. Here's here now. Where's here now? Here's here now. You are here now. Oh, wait, this is where the big guy is. I'm gonna probably die if I fall down here. And I also don't think that this is gonna lead me anywhere. There is here now. My brain is trying to do this in Japanese. Koko, soko, doko, asoko. Wee wee. Wee wee. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Can I? Ooh, go in. Nope. But now I want to go in there. That door. That door! Have I got an alien face hugger on your face? Oh, in the game. That was like the fuck for a second. fluid in Japanese. I just don't say anything when people are around. Same. Same. Yeah, next year I do want to take some proper Japanese classes. I've been looking at prices. Obviously, trip for Japan comes first, but if there's some extra spare funds, then I'm gonna get at least a package for now to start with, and then from there we'll see how I'll continue. Man. So now I have to climb up again. The thing is also the next time if I do find a boss, it's like, is that gonna be the boss that I need to do for the story? We'll find out. Because there's no, whatchamacallit? I love when I hypothetically ask and people just feel the need to answer regardless. Love it. Ah! Do, 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 do. Nope. Fuck off. Oh my god. Do. No thanks? Yes, thanks. It's fine. Fuck off! Comes with the territory. Do, 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 do. Meow, meow. All right, here I was. I want to go through that door. Oh, wait, was it here? No. Wait, where was it? No! No! Run! 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 Fucking hell. Every time I see that shelf you are running across, I think of when I used to play the old Tomb Raider and I would swan dive off to the side. I'm trying to think of... I haven't played the original Tomb Raider very, very far. I'm trying to think of what you mean. I kind of wonder if it isn't smarter to just go here. No, I want to try to get back to... trying to get back to that door I just found. I don't know how I see myself going through it, but I am stubborn. So I have that going for me. But what I meant to say was I haven't found a Lost Grace yet that does a indicator like these. I think I went this side before. Ah! No? Oh yeah, here. I don't know, was it here? Nope. Ooh, never mind. I'm going in circles. No! Oh, that was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. Now we just get past all these guys. Ah. Long enough. Ooh. Come on. I think I just need to kill them, but they hurt me. But yeah, I think with the original Tomb Raider, I got only as far as the beginning. Good job getting past them. Yeah, wonderfully done. Oh, fuck off. Climb, 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 climb. Run, run. But yes, I have a face hugger on my face. Do you like it? Fashion. Fashion souls. I don't care about stats and builds. I care about fashion. Does it look cool? Yeah, then we do it. See you in a couple hours. Hopefully Monster Hunties World cease by then. God damn it! I think I have to try and kill them because this is bullshit. There's no way I'm gonna get through. If this is even something I can get through. Hypothetically, thanks for not answering. I kind of doubt I'll be full, but we shall see. Oh, I just... Anyways, have a good lurk. See you in a bit. Oh, so they can die. Good to know. Where? I hear them, but I don't see them. Okay, but there's also a... I've been trying to get up here now, I think. No? Wait, now I'm confused. Where was I trying to get up? Here, I think. Okay, both at the same time I'm not really too keen about, but okay. Okay, I can kill them. Still a little unsure about that guy, but at least I can kill some of them. What an annoying fella. And it doesn't help that there's like a bow and arrow up there. Turn around so I can sneak behind your back. Don't come this fucking way. Yeah, I think I need one more golden seed. Fuck off. Go away! Leave me alone! Well, guess I'm gonna have to try and fight that guy if I want to see if I can go in there. Well. That makes things a little easier. Now I just need that guy. Come on over, bitch. got too greedy. But I got this. I got this. I'm just trying to bulldoze my way through him. It's just not really effective. Apparently the guy's got reach. Come on. Don't know why I picked that up, because they were lost anyway, so wasn't really gonna do me any favors. I got greedy again. I thought I could quickly do it between his attack. I don't know why I never learn from playing these games, and I can just think that I can barge a little through. Yay! Alright, come on over then. I got an air tree circled. Nice. Okay, now you. It's a little heavier. Oh, it's almost as if he... Never mind. It's almost as if he keeps spamming that attack until I get hit by it. Because if I dodge it, it keeps going, but if I get hit by it, it stops. I have a nice new outfit. I forgot about that. Coming over, baby. Now this guy. Go, nope, there goes my myth. Almost. Come on. Oh. I hate this dude already. This dude is pissing me off. Still not entirely sure what that does, but it makes me believe like it does something good, so I'll take it. Bye. because otherwise that cable is gonna... Cosmar, hello. Good afternoon, how are you doing? Vacation over now? This guy is driving me crazy! Driving me crazy! It could be better. Oh no, what's up? 2 weeks ago. You probably already miss it. You don't bore me with personal stuff. You're always welcome to share. If it, like, helps you up. Magic Turtle, hello, how are you doing? What's up? Bashing my head into a wall because I'm stubborn. How are you doing? How are you doing? Well, I hope that I receive good news next week, Cosmar. So please manifest for me. Keep your fingers, your toes, every limb of your body crossed, and I will tell you about it next week. If it is good news. I know! I'm so good at hiding it, am I not, Cosmar? You're good, I'm glad to hear that. Have you played Elden Ring yourself? This is still my first playthrough, but I started it 3 years ago, burned out from it, and then took a break, and now we're back. We made it to Leyndell! I was struggling with Draconic Tree Sentinel quite a bit. For like 3 or 4 streams, and then we managed to finally beat him last week. So now I'm in Leyndell, and I'm trying to... You have 8 characters, all level 200 plus, damn. I'm surprised, like, that people don't get bored of these games. I have to say with Bloodborne, Bloodborne is my first Souls game that I finished. And I'm still obsessed with Bloodborne. I'm still playing it. I want to unlock the DLC. I'm now an old Yarnam. Wait, not New Game Plus, because I was like, I'm not gonna do the DLC, New Game Plus, and I kind of forgot to do the DLC. Just keep coming back. You get bored though. I can almost not imagine not getting bored. Did you try Night Rain? Did you beat the DLC? You did, cause where you quit. Couldn't have passed the big gate near the gate. You mean the one that stands on top of a gate and jumps down, like the normal NPC, or do you mean the boss? I think it's Margaret. Yes, how is Mass Effect Andromeda? Nice. Oh, Margaret, yeah. I mean, you can cheese him, you can shove him off the edge. Wasn't a big Night Rain fan. Oh, I hear mixed stories about that. I kind of want to try it, but I first want to beat Elden Ring, and then after Elden Ring, I want to play Dark Souls 2. I know, controversial. Everyone's like, Dark Souls 2 sucks. Play 3 or 1. I'm like, no, I want to play 2. I like trying the unconventional, janky, unpopular. This is my first time playing it. I haven't beaten it yet. So... You actually like it? I hear so many mixed stories about Andromeda. Well, you do say it stands in the shadows of the first 3 games. I'm afraid Elden Ring, Mass Effect is going to end up being a next year project for me. Because I wanted to do it after Death Stranding 2, before Ghost of Yotei comes out, but I'm having so much fun with Death Stranding 2, and I'm having so much fun playing it on Brutal, that, yeah, it's just gonna take a while to beat. So I'll probably do it next year. Do you like it so far? So I started 3 years ago, when it first came out, and I I like the world, I like the atmosphere. I absolutely do not appreciate its open worldness. That's not what I want out of a game, and especially not out of a Souls game. So I fell off after 80 hours of playing through it. And now I came back after beating Bloodborne. I was like, you know what? I beat Bloodborne. Let's beat Elden Ring, because I got so far into it. Might as well. I'm kind of ignorant. What's the difference between pansexual and bisexual? It's a little bit depending on who you ask. But I feel like bisexual is a little bit more gender focused, and I genuinely don't give a shit about gender. I literally, like, obviously, I like tits, vaginas, I like penises, I like it all, but in the end of the day, I don't give a shit. So that's what pansexuality is for me, is that I'm not very biased about gender. It's not gonna go away, I might hope not. That would be something. Always feel free to ask. But yeah, to answer your question, do I like Elden Ring? I like it, I don't love it. Bi is generally towards the male and female ends of the spectrum. Pan is generally across the entire spectrum. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. For the longest time, I identified as bisexual, but it never felt right. It always felt like I said something that I wasn't supposed to say. Felt very like it didn't fit me. And then a couple of years ago, it's like, I think it's because I'm pansexual. I think it's because I border very androgyny and non-binary and very gender fluid, while still identifying very strongly as she, her, which, yeah, that's also a thing. It's awkward to be asked. I don't find it awkward at all. I actually appreciate people asking these questions because it's showing that you're willing to learn, and I'd rather people would learn than draw assumptions, because drawing assumptions is what leads to the current state of the world where people seem angry and upset about things that there's literally no need to be upset and angry about. More Leyndell stuff. I'm biased. I don't generally find myself attracted to androgyny. That's a very good way to put it, Maxim. Whereas I am actually, if anything, I think my biggest attraction is androgyny. Like, I do love women and I do love men. And I like aspects of those genders, but I my biggest attraction, if I look at like my type, is really the androgyny. You're gay, but you have dated girls, and you're attracted to some females. We're gonna never date a female, it's just not your thing. So I had an interesting conversation with a friend. Thank you for sharing, by the way. I had an interesting conversation with a friend about that the other day, where they also really were like, I'm gay. They realized that their attraction to the opposite gender had more to do with infatuation and admiration than actual attraction. So it was like, you appeal to me because I like the way you look and I admire it and I would like to be like that, and not like I want to be physically attracted to you. That too, Cutsmart, that too. But I do really have an infatuation towards androgyny. I find men that elude a lot of feminine energy and females that elude a lot of masculinity and like are very gender fluid / in the middle. I find that very attractive. And that's also where I find myself sitting a little bit towards. Like, I kind of like my masculine parts about my body and spirit. Tachu, hello, good morning, how are you doing? I don't want to be female though, Lo. I like feminine males. I'm weird about it. No, don't. It's fine. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. And I think there isn't... I think there is no linearity. Like, I think there's so many people and so many ways to express yourself. Cypher, hello, woo, woo, how are you doing? How? Ow. You're attracted to your wife and she settled with you. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. At least she says so. You have to believe it then, huh? Oh fuck, I was almost dead and I tried to... What's your favorite build to play in this, by the way, Magic Turtle? I basically wanted to get... Oh my god, I was so close! I'm trying to get this way. I really would like to try Mage in this game. I'm kind of sad that I ended up not doing that, because I feel like this is the one Souls game where I've always heard that like magic doesn't always do really well in Souls games, except that in this game it's like really fucking OP. But I don't really like fucking OP. I do like a little bit of a struggle. I might hope she sees it a bit more settled. I think she is very happy with you, Cusmar. Come on, bear. I don't know. You are every kind of name in here, Cusmar. My brain is a little fried. I'm a little over-socialized. I had a lot of... Come metal. Yeah. Lucky Johnny Health. That's so cute, Cosmar. So cute. Also, congrats on the 85% dork today to chill. Time to rewrite your fate. Let's go. She married you for your money. What money? Piss off. Indirectly, I'm kind of farming here. Wasn't my intention, but it kind of happened. One more hit. There we fucking go. Wah! And then there wasn't a door I can open here. But at least I know. At least I know.
Difficult. Oh, you're
Yes.
difficult, girl.
Rub it in, Wombad. Rub it in. Hello, good morning. How are you doing, lovely? Your biggest issue is that you're very career-wise successful and you can't find other people your type who are also accomplished or have good goals. A lot of people who are attracted to me are twice my age. I'm a die alone. At least you have standards, okay? And unfortunately, when you have standards, you find out that a lot of people do not, and they settle for less. So at least that's the way I look at that. You can't live without her. She can't live without you, though. That's why women live longer after their husband dies. Unlike men, when their wife dies, they're like fucking dead within a year. We have an ad starting in about a minute and a half, so don't worry, I'm aware of it. If I see you're in an ad, I'll wait with answering. You're doing all right, Cypher. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I thought I could go into this door, but I can't, so I kind of wasted my time. But at the same time, you know what? At least I know. And at least I, no. At least I know. And at least I know I can kill this thing. If I put myself to it. But it's also a dead end, so now I'm gonna have to figure out again where next to go. I hate it here. Least favorite part of the map. And I also don't want to go too far because I have so much stuff on. Oh, what is this? Wait, what is this? Have we been in here? Have we been in here? Have we been through here? Oh no, yeah we have. Because I remember that. Okay. So we've been here, we've been here. We know that that summons the whatchamacallit. I want to go there. I think. We've been up there now. We know that that doesn't lead to anything of great importance. You locked that door. How rude of you, Cypher. I want to get in. Sometimes I'm like, secret path. But no. Well, let's try to get up there then. I just don't want to die because I have so many runes now. There's so many of those. I don't like that at all. Let me see how much I need for a level up. To answer your question earlier, going through a deep depression. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. And you're not coming out of it. At least you realize it, because I remember you told me you had this once before and that you sought help for that. Last week I realized I needed help, so called my psychologist to help you. It's not way up, but it will be again when I have structure. My wife kicked my ass to go visit someone. Go wife. Go wife. I'm only hearing positive things here. Like, a depression isn't over as soon as you start feeling better. I do really realize that. But at least, you've been through this before, so you know that there is a way up. You realize that right now as well, and you realize that you need help. That you can't do it alone. So you choose not to isolate yourself, because that's the danger with depression. Depression can really, isolate you. So, exclamation mark love in chat for Cosmar. You got this. You'll get there again. Thank you for the shout out from my lovely Sarcy. Hi, lovely. How are you doing today? Do you immediately have access to your psychologist because you know them? Or do you have to be on a waiting list again? Because that's the only little bit of a problematic thing here in the Netherlands, that it's kind of doing pretty bad now with mental health. Doesn't help that people can't tell that I'm gay unless I tell someone I'm gay. Can I ask something? Oh no, you said you were not into females, so that actually already answers my question. You didn't want to be female. In this case, this was a different scenario. That person was not attracted to men, but they just found their appearance appealing in a admiration way. Just because I was curious for a second, because I do, from my own experience, know that flirting with other women is sometimes really difficult, because they don't, I don't know, the gaydar doesn't go off that well. The gaydar doesn't go off that well, and also some confuse it for oh, cutesy girly flirting, and I'm like, no, I'm flirting. As who flirts with all. Shh. Yes, I know. I'm a flirty person, and I do. But when I'm genuinely flirting, I always seem to attract the wrong kind of attention, not the one that I'm actually looking for. So as a woman flirting with another woman, in all seriousness, sorry, called you out. Ooh, hee hee. You're not wrong. Everyone bonk Cypher. I don't want. This is the second time this weekend I'm being called out, and I do not like it. What is up with you guys today and yesterday? Because Tachil yesterday had me backed in a corner. You don't hide it, but nobody knows. You don't really openly talk about it. Is that how I understand it? I've also spent the last 7 years in college, and I've only been working only a year out of college. You sound like you're not actually really getting yourself out there. I'm not saying search for love, because I don't believe in such a thing. Love will find you. But obviously you have to make yourself be available. You do have to put yourself out there. Not saying that you are, but for example, I have a couple of friends that are hermits. They only game inside all day, and they complain that they don't get a girlfriend. And they're like, they always say love finds their way. And I'm like, yeah, but a girl's not just gonna fucking knock your door and be like, hey, you need to put yourself out there in the world. People need to know that you exist and that you're available. If you don't even admit that, then yeah, you're not gonna get anything. I don't leave my house all the time, so if I were to be single again, I don't think I would actually find a date, because I'd just be like a hermit. Still call us out now. Deserved. Putting it all back. You're in the process of sorting out a new therapist too. We do what we need when life takes us on as a downer. Exactly. Exactly. We do what we do. We try our best. And I believe that, you know, my train of thought derailed. I don't know. That left me. What was it? It was because customer suddenly throws... No, customer suddenly throws a compliment in there and my brain is just like, error. I don't know what to do anymore. What do you mean? Thank you, customer. I don't mean that I won't get a partner because I do think that I'm a nice person. I'm a lovely person. I'm also good to look at. I'm not ugly. I know I'm aware of myself. What I more meant was that I also won't put myself out in the world. I would just be a hermit at home. You know? Exactly. That was literally what happened, customer. It was like, had Todd, derailed, error, glitch. What I wanted to say was like, life deals you cards that you don't necessarily have control over, but how you handle those cards is something that you have control over. And you can't always necessarily deal those cards yourself. So it is good that you realize that and that you ask for help to figure out how to move on. We're going into the deep end again. We did that yesterday as well. Can I say I really love that? Even though I am a little tired today, but that, you know, it's fine. You're loading Grocery Hunter World. Yay! Yay! Maxim is going to join me today. I struggle to put myself out there. I don't know how to put myself out there. I'm never home either. I only game before I go to bed. So do you just work all day and then get home and then go to bed? Or do you do socialize outside? Hi, boy fruit. Hello, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't do online. I need to see a person that does not have frame drops. Are you calling me out again, Kazmar? What do you mean? I only have 0.1% frame drops. You're heading out to get some groceries? Oh, you're actually doing actual groceries. Sorry. I got excited. I thought you mean were gonna play Monha with me. Boo. Boo. As who drops a lot. I drop a lot of fucking wisdom. I spit a lot of truths. I drop my brain when a sudden compliment gets thrown my way. Find an online therapist. You can do video chat. It's more accessible and you get someone out of your environment and it's more anonymous. That's one way to do it. Magic Turtle's not the only way to do it. It really depends per person. I would really want to see a therapist. I don't need to see a therapist right now. I've literally... It's almost a year ago I finished my therapy, by the way, people. I've been without therapy for almost exactly a year, and I'm actually doing really well. Obviously, I have my bad moments as well. I do... That's just human. Life isn't always up. I always, you know... On average, life's a 5 or a 6, and then occasionally you have your 9 moments, and occasionally you have your 3 moments. It has been a year ago, yes. And now I'm into, like, Hanaki always says Year of the Wood Snake, and this year has really been Year of the Wood Snake. So again, keep your fingers crossed, manifest for me this week, because I really hope for good news. Because... it would be a new direction in my life, and I'm super excited, especially considering where I came from. But I've done some pretty exciting things this last week already, and like this year, and like I overall would say like I'm really in a good place. I'm in a really good place. You remember the moment you were done? Yes, I was such a like excited to go into mine, but also a little scared and a little worried. And now I'm like, no, I've really been practicing the ropes that I was given during therapy. You work all day and you hang out with your friends from high school. So you stay in a pretty close circle. Yeah. I don't know. Is there music that you'd like? Concerts that you could go to? Conventions that you could check out? I've been trying out going to concerts alone myself this year, and it's been pretty awkward and pretty stressful because I did dumb things, but it was also really, really fun. And I really try to insert myself into new circles. Hell, I went to a neighbor's barbecue yesterday evening, and it was actually really fun. I actually enjoyed myself. Mind you, I did need some alcohol to get socializing, but whatever, you know. There's no harm in that. I'm not an alcoholic or anything. There's nothing wrong with just like loosening up a little bit just to make life easier because I'm such a fucking awkward introvert weirdo. Try to put yourself into new situations, but in things that you like, and then see where it goes from there. You always need alcohol. That's not Cusmar. That sounds not positive. Drop the atmosphere in the room. You always, boy fruit, you always drop the atmosphere in the room. Senior grow, so good for you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, even just like 2 years ago, how I was with streaming versus how I am now. Obviously, I still have my bad days, but overall, I'm in a point where I'm just really content with streaming and where we are, and I just literally genuinely don't give a fuck anymore. I don't try to please. Like, if people don't like it here, I'm not making you stay here. You can go away. There's so many streamers out there. I'm sure you'll find something you like. If I'm not your person, that's okay. Thank you, Magic Turtle. I appreciate that. That's the only thing I can really do. I can only be myself. That's, you know, that's the same thing I did with, like, my appointment this week. I was so worried about it, and I'm still worried about it. It's a job interview. I'll just put it out there. I had a job interview for a job that's just written for me, and I want it so bad, and I had such a good job. I really had a good feeling about the interview. It went really well, and the only thing that I can think of is like, sure, there might be someone. Thank you so much for the follow. There's so many of you here all of a sudden. Thank you. Sure, there might be someone that is better than me on paper, maybe said better things that appealed more to them. But in the end of the day, all I could do was be myself. And that's what I did. I was being myself. I showed genuine interest. I did what Aloha, welcome, how are you doing? I did what I wanted and needed to do, and there were no awkward silences. There was no forced atmosphere, nothing. It was just a genuine, semi-informal interview on both ends. So fingers crossed, because I really want this. And if I don't get it, I'm going to be sad about it. I'm going to cry myself to sleep for one night, and I'll just move on because there are other things in the world as well. Elden Ring, yes, Elden Ring. Do you play yourself as well? You will get it. I know I will. I really hope so, Cusmer. We need to channel that energy because that's the next step in my life that I really want to take. And you know where I came from. And you know I've been struggling. So the fact that I am here now and that I'm like so dedicated to it. Fingers crossed. Being yourself is the best you can do in general. And I do sometimes try to filter myself, but I'm trying to let go of that as well. I mean, obviously, that doesn't mean that people should be genuine idiots or like assholes or whatever, but I try to just, if people don't like me, so be it. I don't care. I try not to care. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's very correct as well. Which is also another mindset I try to take. It's really funny because I applied for a couple of jobs and a few of them I thought I really wanted, and I tried so hard to really show my best behavior, and then this job just kind of like fell upon my path, and I applied for it, but I went, I think this is out of my league. I don't think they'll invite me for an interview. I think they'll send me a thanks for your interest, but nope mail. And then all of a sudden 2 days later I got an actual invitation, and I was like, what the fuck? Did not expect that at all. So crazy how the world works sometimes. My name is Ezetic, but you can call me just S or Esu. People just kind of do both. It's actually S from Esta, which is my name in Japanese, so you don't really pronounce the U, but a lot of people say Esu, Isu, it all works. It's all fine. Just be yourself is what I did. Yes. What was the job? It would be my previous job, what I did, mixed with what I love in life, and that's art, and it would be to be a gallery manager. So Automod goes, no, like Kuntmar. No, Camembert. I called you Camembert. Ew, art. I know, so disgusting, but I like gross and disgusting things. That's all I want to really say about it, because I don't have the job yet. I also don't want to jinx it. I also don't want to I also don't want to dox myself, obviously. Okay, that door didn't do anything. That's not where we can go. I always believe there's nothing sweeter than the sound of your own name. It's actually funny you say that. There is a psychology behind that. And I actually, in one of my retail jobs with a big American company in the form of a forbidden fruit, they actually hammer onto that psychology that you repeat a customer's name after introducing yourself and then them having introduced you, and that you constantly call them by name. And it's actually funny because if you look at what Indian people do this a lot. Indian people like say their own name and they will constantly reply your name as well. There is a psychology around that. I actually always think that when it comes to my username, not so much, but when people use my real name, I always think that I'm in trouble. So I don't necessarily like when my Indian mod, but I accept it because I know for him it's a culture thing, so I don't make a big deal out of it. But when he calls me by my actual name, I'm always like, I know it's your cultural thing, but I always feel like I'm slapped on the fingers. Art is your worst subject? You didn't like it, or is it just that, you know? Because there's a lot of art. There's a lot to know about art. There is this would also, if I get the job, I'm gonna have to learn so much about art. Which I don't mind. I'm an artist myself. I like to draw. I like to paint. I am very artistic in my whole core being. You really should, Aloha Crawl. It is really funny. Once you start to notice it, you can't unsee it anymore. But if you go to the Big Forbidden Fruit to shop, you'll notice that they do the same. They'll continue to call, like, they repeat your name and then they'll continue to call you by your name. And it's specifically for that part that people like to hear their own name. Has to just get Elibu posing and then you can open your gallery. That's not how it works. I feel like that might work in some cultures. I don't think Northern Europeans like that. I think that's maybe I'm a Northern European. I'm not, but I could be. I feel relatable to it. I like when people just call me by my nickname. All right. As far as the game goes, I'm trying to find the next boss. I don't want to know where the next boss is because I do a blind playthrough. I do a blind playthrough. They are not there. We know that. Another door that I probably can't do anything with. If I can, I'm gonna cry that I haven't why haven't I tried this? Why am I running around like a fool for 2 hours straight only to be able to open the door right next to Elden Ring in a nutshell, yo? Elden Ring in a nutshell. Friesen also do that freeway. Yeah, well, they also, the name has meanings, but they do repeat the names quite a lot. You're correct, Womband. I got bad grades in art. Only class I got below an A on, I got a C. That was me with French. What did you need to do in art? Okay, just so to ask if like your art class is the same as my art class. What did you need to do in art class? Was it knowing about art or was it actually drawing art? That was actually one of my best classes, the drawing art, but I am not necessarily really... I like history, but I don't always remember it, especially when it's like queens and kings and all that sort. I don't care about that. But I do love learning about art. So when I went, I've gone to the Rijksmuseum and National Museum here in Amsterdam with some friends that came to the Netherlands, Hanneke, for example. And I do really always love seeing all these different paintings and learning about the painters, learning about the art movements. It's really interesting to see the evolution of art over the ages. You can see that people get more perceptive throughout the years and learn how to work better with the tools. People just call you by your last name? Really? Doesn't that feel incredibly unpersonal? Magic Turtle? Is that something you prefer? Do you just not want people to get close to you? Sorry if I'm calling you out. I remember way back when I had retail jobs and we wear a name tag, if a customer would call me the name and the tag, it felt so invasive. Yes, especially if I hadn't introduced myself, Boyfruit. So I came from a line of retail work where it was more custom to have a whole customer experience and you had to like introduce yourself to the customer before you started talking. You know what I found invasive? At first, our name tags contained our first and last name. And people started looking me up on Facebook and LinkedIn and all that sort of shit, only to like ask me questions. It's my free private time. Like, no. And that's why I deleted Facebook, because I hated that Facebook forced your first and last name. You couldn't do a fake name. I hated that. People in the Netherlands overstep boundaries and will privately invade you if they know your name, which is an absolute no-no. So luckily, the other store that I worked at only had your first name, but then still people would find a way to find you. Same word to call my nickname than my name. Yeah, same. Also, be right back. See you in a moment. Okay. Help. We made progress, people. Oh god. Oh god. That is wild. It is wild. It is absolutely bonkers. No sense of privacy. Have you played Elden Ring, Cypher? Oh, if you've just been watching a lot of streams. Ew, gross, don't do that. I know. Common sense, but people still do it here. I'm a medical doctor, and so Dr. Burton or Burton is normal for you. Okay, that makes sense. But like in your private life, they don't call you by your last name, I might hope. That would be, I don't know, strikes me as weird. Feels very impersonal to me. Like, obviously you do your own favors, but... Ooh, what's this? What is this? It's a big ass oh god, is this the elevator? Is this the elevator that I've been trying to... Yes, it is. Or not? Yes, no, yes, no. Did I find my next headache? I hope there is I hope there is a right here, because I have too many runes to lose. But we were yapping so much that I kind of distracted myself from that. Nope, I have a bad feeling about this. Also the sound. Yeah, let's quickly go, yeah, let's quickly go somewhere safe. Let's back out of here real quickies. We won't mess with that yet. We'll be back here. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate that, everyone. Means a lot to me. Hello, Myth the Legend. How are you doing? Oh, there's one here. Okay. We are backing up. We're gonna hold off that for a moment. Are you, by the way, good for Monster Hunter World later today, Tachil? I want to know if there's something here, maybe. So I don't have to run so far. But because it is a bit of a run. Pain ensues. I'm gonna wait for app break to be over. You finished Kamiya, Robbie. We can finally talk. I actually need to rewatch one of the episodes because there was a Drakengard reference when Ono and the girlies are sitting in a room talking, and that reference. But I'm so curious about your thoughts. I'm so curious about your thoughts. I love that show. That show put me mentally in a place and I stayed there for a while. I stayed there for a while. I'm trying to find the... Well, at least it's right outside. Anyways, welcome back from ad break. Your private life, you did ROTC. What is that? Your friends you hang out with today did it too, so we had to call each other by our last name back then, and so it just stuck. That's so wild to me. And it has never occurred to you to tell your friends, like, should we just call each other by our first name because maybe that's a little more personal? It's kind of interesting. I guess I had sort of imagined it would be similar to how the Scandies, where your work person and your private person is completely separate. I would live for that, Boyfruit. I would live for that. Who I am at work has nothing to do with who I am in private. Even though I am myself at work, but still, work is work and private is private. Like, when I'm not at work, I do not want to be doing work-related things, and I definitely don't want to be approached by work-related customers. You're not even expected to friends with your coworkers, really. But are people friends with their coworkers? I always find that a double-edged sword as well, because I was thinking about that for this job application as well. They were obviously like saying, like, we also have a social media that needs to be maintained, which would be part of my... I literally get to like implement content creation into the job. That's one of the things that I was like, yes, I want this, because I get to be surrounded by the most beautiful art. I get the fancy title that I dreamed of having ever being like a child. Even when I told my dad, he was like, that's so... Everyone I spoke to was like, this job is so you need to have it. But then I was like, yeah, what if they end up following me? Like, I don't think I want my personal account. Well, my personal account's kind of my social media account. Like, I don't have like a private Instagram or something. Like, I wouldn't want my content creation account mixed with my work account, with my work's potential future workplace. I wouldn't want that mingled at all. Customer looking you up online would almost be considered criminal. It should be criminal. Luckily, we do have like better privacy services where at least, you know, this information can't be given. But yeah, people still break it. Hi, Gally, how are you doing? Doing well, just working. How are you? I hope you have a wonderful work day. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm a little low energy because I've socialized a lot this week. But I'm doing better than at the start of my stream. I am waking up a little bit, and I like that there are so many of you here talking. Even though I am a little tired of talking, these are the things that I like talking about. Cosmar, thank you. That's very kind of you for gifting us up to Magic Turtle. Enjoy your after viewing of your emotes. You can now spam them in chat. Thank you. Can I get a hype in chat and some love for Cosmar?
カスマーギフテッドアーティアワンサブトゥーマジックアンダーバータートル770税ハブギブン39ギフト SUBS in the channel.
So if you end up being a gallery manager, do you think you could use a discount on some Vermeers? I didn't ask in the interview because obviously that's maybe a little, but that's definitely something that crossed my mind. I was like, I wonder if I get discounts. Because then I get to have like a Bushi painting in my house. It is really funny. It is really high class. I will say it was really high class, and I did have some imposter syndrome applying for it because I was like, I am literally trash goth punk rebel. but they actually liked that. So I don't know. It sounds like they're open to have a little storm enter their posh place. The more I talk about it, the more I like fear that I'm not gonna get it. So I do try to like be a little bit on the fence. Like I really want this and I really want to manifest it, but I also am like just too fearful to talk too much about it, because what if I don't get it? I'm just gonna be fucking sad, and then I feel like I jinxed it for not getting it. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else ever has that, but that's how I feel. Boyfriend is an artist, I know. Boyfriend's a very, very good illustrator. I'm aware of that. He's always being very hush-hush about it. Or not hush-hush about it. He's always being a little sarcastic in regard to it, but I'm aware of it. But Boyfriend's just chilling in chat, so I don't want to make him too awkward about that. I'll only let him talk about it when he feels like it himself. But I did know that. You have talked about it a couple of times before, Boyfruit. Bonked your god. He did bonk me good, yes. The trucking is so funny on that attack. No, it's not funny. It makes me cry a little bit. Sometimes people are friends with their coworkers, but it's absolutely not required. Okay, that's... that I agree with. You don't have to be friends with your coworkers. If that is required of a job, I would get the hell out, because I do like my privacy. But if it actually genuinely clicks, then, you know, there is no harm in that. I think in general people are careful with it. We usually try to separate people in different departments if we know that they know each other outside of work. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. 20 new social media accounts incoming! I am sometimes thinking about just making a secret account for myself, for just my private people. Because... and I'm not even that big of a social media account, but sometimes I just feel a little bit more secure about separating the two. Enjoy your doggy walkies, Gally. Yeah, Boyfriend stuff is amazing. He's a professional. I am still a baby in comparison, but then again, I'm not going to compare myself with someone who does it professionally and does it a lot, and I only draw 2 or 3 times a week since getting my iPad, because I've had a love-hate relationship with art for the past not a love-hate relationship with art, a love-hate relationship with my own artistic expressionism for the last 15 years, because, well, stuff I went into therapy for. I took therapy to get over a couple of things. Actually, no. Run back, run back, run back, run back. No, 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 no. Run. Externally forcing friendships never works out. No, don't force it. Oh, honestly, I kind of expect people to know. Like, it wouldn't be funny for me to make fun of y'all liking anime if you didn't work for animation myself. But I know that. That's why I always think you're funny and goofy when you mess around with that. But there are people in this chat that don't know, and they do genuinely, I think you're a weirdo. Like, we had to tell Cusmar, you're not serious. with all due respect, I'm not trying to like make a fool of anyone, but not everyone knows boy fruit. So there are definitely people in this chat that sometimes think like that boy fruit absolutely out of his mind, but we'll accept him because Azu's nice to him. That's okay. They think I can win. Yeah, exactly. People can think whatever they want. I'm the same mindset. I want my golden runes. I don't need to be in crafting. I need to be in my inventory. Is boyfriend Yoko Taro? Oh my god, I'd shit myself to chill if that were the case. I'd shit myself. I don't like therapy and therapy doesn't like me. Therapy's not for everyone. Therapy only works if you're open for it. If you're not open for it, then therapy is not gonna like you because you don't like therapy. That's how it works. I had a year... I've had therapy in the past. I've had a psychologist in the past. I've gone through various mental health care episodes throughout my life, but the one that really made the difference for me was the schema therapy that I had to do for a year in group setting, 2 hours per week, which was really intense. And when I started that, I really had to constantly tell myself, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process, because, you know, I was also a little kind of lost. I was like, if this isn't gonna work, then I'm just gonna yeet myself off a building, because then I don't know anymore. Then I think I'm a lost cause. And now we're here. I mean, you know, a year after finishing therapy, and I don't feel that way anymore. Fruitcake. Fruitcake. Do I want to increase my vigor? Or do I want to slap harder? Do I want to have more dexterity? Okay, now that we leveled up, I don't really care. Now we can go to... Now we can go to that place. Let's see what awaits us. Oh, that scary hellhole. Boyfriend, literally same. When I look in the mirror and I look at my cakes, I want to take a picture of it and I want to share it in Discord, but then I'm like, you guys are gonna get sick of me flexing my gains and stuff from working out. So I don't. But I am so tempted. Boy, Cosmar, thank you for sending a fruits basket to Boy Fruit.
Boy Fruits Recruited a new dog for the club. Customer gifted at tier 1 sub to Boy Fruits. They have given 40 gift SUBS in the channel.
Thank you so much for the gift sub. Can I get another hype and love in chat? Boy Fruit, enjoy your FU viewing and your emotes. And your sub badge and access to the cozy corner. Hi. You almost matched in psychology after medical school. You ended up matching in family medicine though. Maybe that worked out better for you. Only time can tell. What's family medicine? What does it entail? And I don't like the sound of this. Fuck off. It's a seal! Wait, what? Is that a seal? What is this? Why is this different? Wait. Sealed by Morgoth Grace Given. Uh-huh. Wait, how I... Hello? What do you want? It's clear I need to do something here. It's got the ring sign, people. But I don't have access to it yet, so... What is perfect rebirth? I'm genuinely asking what is perfect rebirth, just because I don't know if it's worth going for that. You're a primary care doctor? What is a primary care doctor? I know that sounds maybe like a stupid question, but seeing as English isn't my first language, I know a general practitioner. Well, apparently I can't use this yet. I feel like I need to kill something for this to be... Maybe I need to find this Morgoth the Grace Given and kill that in order to be able to continue. Okay, we'll continue searching then. What do we all have here? It's not like I really can go very far. Ow! 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 Hello? Okay, that didn't really go so smoothly. Ew. Also, I say we call boy fruitcake now. Fruitcake is canon. I agree. Fruitcake is canon. I wanted to jump onto the building for an item. So you're like in someone's primary assigned doctor outside of emergency medicine or specialization. I handle their medications, and if they need specialized care, I refer them to a specialist. Oh, I do their yearly checkups, and I follow up with treatment regimens and medications to see how those are going. Oh. Yeah, we don't have a fixed assigned doctor like that over here, so I think that's why I'm a little unfamiliar with it. Also, if something new medically is going on, I'm supposed to be the first one they contact, unless it's an emergency medicine thing. Oh, I see. We don't have that here. We don't even have a fixed general practitioner anymore. A lot of it is... We have a bit of a... Healthcare kind of sucks ass at the moment here. Practitioners, usually a general practitioner place houses a general practitioner. And that general practitioner you can sign with to be your general practitioner. But none of the general practitioners sign with a practice anymore. So all of them are like freelance. So you can't actually sign with a general practitioner because there are no general practitioners signed to an actual practice. Hello, I'm talking here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. So you don't have one fixed person, which is very frustrating because I never know what kind of fool I get to deal with. Now we're just assigned to a medical center, which uses a flexible team. Yeah. So something similar here. You just still go to a general... you just still go to a general practice center, but none of the practitioners are signed to it. So therefore you don't have a fixed one. You have a flexible team of whatever is available. Another issue with that is only practices that have a signed practitioner can take on new clients. So since all these practices don't have a signed practitioner, you cannot sign with a practice. So if you aren't signed with a practice, you pretty much don't have a fucking doctor. And there's just no solution to it. So I'm kind of stuck with the practice that I am now, even though I fucking hate the useless surface they provide. Because, you know, they kind of give me, I'm just gonna Google your problems vibes. And I'm like, I could have done that myself. And they have just not helped me in the past. They've let me walk around with a skin issue for like a year because they were like, you know, it'll fade itself. It didn't. It needed actual like shampoo and medication. And now I've gotten the shampoo as like a repetitive recipe, but I had to fight for it a little bit. And that's kind of stupid. And I've had doctors who were just like, what do you want me to do about the problem? I'm like, well, I'm coming here because you're the educated person. So I'm not really going to a doctor right now, even though I have things that I should discuss with a doctor, because I just don't like the practice that I'm with now. But I can't sign to another practice because none of the practices here are taking any more clients because there's no signed practitioners, which is a problem throughout the entire country. That's why I do have to say I always laugh at every American who thinks European healthcare is so much better, because you are really believing a dream. And I hate to wake you up for it. And I know we don't have the issues that American healthcare has, but we're also not far off from that. And we also have a lot of problematic issues. Oh no, I don't like that guy. I also don't hurt him very much. I preferred it that way as well in the past to chew. I think healthcare 15 years ago was at least in a better position than it is now. I like having the interpersonal relationship with your patients. You're still going through your residency, and so you're under a doctor right now, but people feel weird about having a 25-year-old doctor who looks young as fuck anyways. I look like I'm 60. I don't mean to laugh at you. I just think it's funny how you put that. I understand that sentiment. I actually had a dentist, a young dentist who had to take over an appointment because my own dentist wasn't available at the time, and they were so much younger than I was, which made me... That didn't even really care about, though, because like if you do your job properly, I don't care what your age is, but I think the younger you are, the more you feel the need, like you have to prove yourself, you have to prove your worth, and this guy was definitely having that. And I did not appreciate that because he started to suggest a lot of things that didn't come from a genuine professional opinion, but came from a position of wanting to prove himself worthy. And thus he just tried to sell me shit. So I guess as long as you genuinely try to base your suggestions, you should be fine. I remember just having to get a prescription renewed. I had to come into the doctor's office and have a 20-minute session, and we both just sat there talking about nothing. But they have to have a session to get paid, so even things that you could do over the phone, you now have to take time off to show up in person. That's so stupid. Here it's the other way around. Here you can't even get an appointment because there's just not enough general practitioners available right now. So, yeah. The one that my dad is signed with is the worst. I remember my dad had a infection in his, it's a very common, it's a tennis arm thing. He had an infection in here. And they said the first available option we have for you is 4 weeks from now. Absolute fucking bonkers. He has an infection. Yes, but that's how a lot of practitioners work right now. I haven't tried to get a doctor's appointment in a long time because I remember the last time I wanted to make a doctor's appointment, I had to wait almost 2 weeks as well. So I'm just, this is the problem here in the Netherlands. People get discouraged from going to the doctor because the service is terrible, the availability is terrible, and the option to change is just pretty much impossible. I don't feel like there's much that I can do on that side. I feel like I'm hitting a wall over on that side. Oh, what's this? Where does this go to? Down there onto that side. Oh, I do think we've been there, yeah. That looks like a big, scary, mean guy. Yep. Oh, maybe I should go in here. I don't think I've been in here. I just don't want to talk to this big, scary, mean guy. No, have I been in here? I don't know. I stay on my patient's side. A lot of people don't view it that way, but you're literally an advocate for your patients. I agree with that. Yes. Welcome back, Hanaki Love. How are you doing? Yes, a lot of doctors try to feed their own ego. I agree. I'm glad that you try to stay on your patient's side, because that's another thing that I definitely felt I missed out on doctors here, is that doctors don't seem to be on my side when I need them. They also not are against me, but they're just like, I don't actually really genuinely care about your well-being. I'm just here to get paid. Like, how hard can it really be? I'm glad that you at least can take a joke, Magic Turtle. How are you doing today, Hanaki Love? We are struggling. No, I'm pretty sure I came from here. Then, of course, this guy is, well, in front of an item. But not necessarily in front of a door. Don't know what that does. Don't want to get bonked. Bye. Bye. I have no business with you. I'm moving on. Unlicensed, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Tired and unproductive? Well, it is a Sunday, so you are allowed to. That's tomorrow's for Matt cramming. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, you know, we do thrive when there's a sense of urgency. That is when it works best. Elden Ring is putting me up for a challenge. I found something and I don't know how to access it. So I'm just back running around in circles trying to figure out what's next. And I just don't think that this is gonna lead to anything. So I'm kind of like, yeah, what am I gonna do? We're gonna play Monha soon. That's what I'm gonna do. Mad! Makes me mad! But we do have some very lovely people coming in this Elden Ring stream and having some really nice conversations. So I think that's pretty fucking cool. We are having some pretty deep conversations while I bash my head against a wall. We are having some very deep conversations. Do 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 do. And anyways, Magic Turtle, what you said earlier, you should join a LGBTQ community. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? No harm in trying. No harm in trying, and you'll find out if it's something for you, yes or no, by trying. Little change of scenery doesn't hurt anyone. That's an interesting item. But yeah, I don't think there's anything here for me. It's just spooky. There's nothing to be seen here. There's just water that I'll die in, probably. Spooky doggos. Everything tries to kill me. And then up there is a seal. But I don't know how to get rid of that seal. My suspicion is that I need to beat a boss that has the name of that seal. Maybe there's something this way. Doesn't look like it. Oh, what's this? You want to fit Elden Ring into your schedule? You probably should finish Death Stranding first before you pack on something new to do. I'm glad that you feel inspired, but I think it unwise. You just got in time that you finished Kami-Arabi. I'm really trying to think hard what the Drakengard reference was again that I saw in it. Exactly, Tachil. I'm glad you're listening to me. If I was going to travel through Europe, what are the best countries in European to visit? I haven't visited every European country myself just yet, so this is all based on what I hear from other people who have visited the country, but there definitely are strong people strongly loved visiting Portugal and or Spain. I definitely think you should visit some of the Scandinavian countries. I definitely think you should go to Cologne or Hamburg. I definitely think you should go to Hungary. Go to Prague. I would love to visit Prague myself. I also would like to visit Poland. Poland? Poland. Poland? Poland. I don't know why I'm saying it that way. Croatia. I really want to go visit Croatia because it looks really cute. It looks really pretty. And I've been seeing, every time I see people being there, I think, oh yeah, that's pretty. But it just keeps going off my radar because I'm distracted by other things. I do really like Scotland. I do think Edinburgh is a very interesting city to visit if you're going to the UK. Mortgage grace given. Enjoy your F1, Cosmar. I'm very biased about, ooh, maybe we should level up a little bit. I'm very biased about Switzerland, but definitely visit Switzerland. I really want to visit Austria sometime. I love the Alps. Oh my god, I want to go to the Italian Dolomites. My goodness. Elihu's brother and his girlfriend were in the Italian Dolomites. Oh, it looks so beautiful. I really want to go. I really want to go. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Paris, but definitely recommend going to Spain. Valencia, I have family in Valencia, so I'm a little biased about that. Barcelona, absolutely stunning. Italy, Florence, I really want to go. Milan, overrated. Skip that. Just a concrete fashion place. Very overrated. South of France, yeah. That's also a popular vacation destination. Where are you from, by the way, Magic Turtle, if I may ask? I imagine that more of what people are after is diagnosis. It's not so much getting some form of treatment that hard, but figuring out what the treatment needs to be, yeah. Ha! Yeah, this isn't leading to anything. I need to look it up. I'm probably gonna go switch games after a break. I'm just quickly gonna go to a Grace. I'm gonna use my runes because I think I can level quite a bit. So might as well. Might as well. I still need to... Ugh. Still need to, get that question mark. Oh, well, sorry, Yawnsies. The first yawn kicked in for today. You're still gonna make concoctions in your kitchen. Ah. Whoa, look at how many that is. Levels. Let's see if we can get 69. Boyfruit Alchemist main. It's officially fruitcake now. Alchemist fruitcake. Ah, you're from Canada, but you live in the United States. You're in Florida. I see. Thank you. Canada is also something I would really love to visit one day. Certain parts of the United States. For the environment, for nature. Not so much for a lot of things. You love Canada, yes! I would really, like some of that Canadian scenery is so beautiful. I really want to go for that. Haha, my health is 769. You want to move back one day? How long have you lived there and how long have you been moved away from there? I've literally lived in the same city my entire life. I sometimes find that very depressing, but oh my god, I am listening to that Woodkid song, To the Wilder, and I have to say that kind of gives me some hope, ulterior perspective on things. What are the wrong buttons? In the sense that I do really want to explore more unknown territory from now onwards and focus less on playing things safe. But at the same time, you deal with the cards life gives you, and they unfortunately get me stuck in this city. There are worse places to get stuck, I am aware. And I know that there's so many people out there that don't even... At least I travel. There's so many people out there that never leave their city. They don't so much as leave their... They don't even go out of the country for vacation. You moved to the US when you were 13. That's a difficult age to do such a big move. Because you are changing so much as a person around that time. I was in 8th grade when I came to the US. I've lived here for 12 years. The education here in the US is horrible. When I covered in elementary school in Canada, I covered in high school. Oh, God. I feel sorry for you. I can imagine you want to go back. If you have the means to do so, go for it. Five levels till haha number. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I need to figure out where the next boss is, and I need to figure out what to do with that rune, and I think I kind of want to do the research a little bit by myself. I'm not gonna try to find where the next boss is. I don't think that defeats the fun of doing a blind playthrough. But we're gonna continue exploring next week, I guess. For now, I'm gonna have a little midstream break, and when I come back from break, we are going to play some Monster Hunter. But while I set that up, I'm gonna end my YouTube stream. So thanks for everyone on the other platform for hanging out. See you on Wednesdays for Death Stranding. And we are going to switch to Monster Hunter. Mm-hmm.